right here though. Oh, such a good intro. I love it. Yeah, I've already played through Shadow of the Colossus before, a couple times. Well, on the PS3 at least. As you can see, I've started this one, but I've never completed it. So, figure I'd just start a new game. Uh, why not? I don't like the difficulties in this game aren't that big of a deal. I would say. Hmm, nice, but yeah.
was Yuhik. Aurel yek for all. Ikudu ibikuka. Yulbsolu iondu. Yulilo cock. I usi yulakoldoloya. Olik, Olazulam, Kos. Ilzozeriku atzoko. Amnos crudu. Laomism wop. Was you a diulas also? Few houses is will. Ikola lukizado you lola. Islis was I. Ao mezquikio. You are la quika.
You called us. You blew you. I love you. You own you.
Dormi for Alula. Ostu Hailwa Wukiwaikwa. Ujes Yazu Tsudoko was Nordekyo Wutiula.
I will answer. I will be. You item. Dormi. Cute.
Is Kumku. It is all of you Iweriko. It's not all amusement. Alu Tiklik. If it leads to Iso.
Was is you love. Elaka always is Anatuku. You echoes you. Edwin no ku. You are no. You do. Oh, you
Uronora.
Grayson could come around you. You are a good
Oyu. I'll bet.
I was difficult. No certain kiss, no cuddle. On those around us. I could do. Error was not this. A well, a good.
You do. You bet, Sanada.
Nico, I was not this. Oh, you and there, cry outside. Was you and there. children. Gnosis, you will you learn. Kaldu Mukodu.
Olam.
You are the
Was nos vivo,
yellow.
voiva avons,
Ola. You do new.
No cooler. It will ever. I will join you. Ever become
dance down,
That's about all the story.
I was ready.
Welcome, Mr. Happy. I'd say that's about all the story we're gonna get for a little while. Also, let me know if I sound weird or far or something. I have a little bit of a different setup today, so we're gonna see how that works. Awesome. That's good. How you been? It's been a minute. I also haven't streamed in a little while. Took about a week off. I've been pretty good. I was not going to work for a little bit because like kids weren't there, so I didn't have to go. But school's finally picked back up here, so today was my first day back after about a month. Actually, I think exactly a month, maybe some change as well. Which was nice. It was a bit of work, but I think it felt better than being home all day. So I'd say I've been good too. Have you played Shadow of the Colossus and or watched it? Ooh. Nice. Yeah, it's a really good game. Great music too. Love the music in this game. Oop. Let me see. I love the original controls. That's what I'm using now. They're slightly. I would say they're different enough from kind of more modern controls, but I really like them. I believe the tree swing was also like an effect on the original PS2 version. Oh. Oh god. I gotta use the arm. Can I do it in one go? Can I do it in one go? Come on. There we go. You don't know anything about the lore except for the opening cutscene. I mean, in your defense, like, I would actually say there isn't too much more, at least to this game. It kind of becomes interesting, more interesting, I should say, when you like connect it to Eco and the Last Guardian. That's when, as far as like trying to think of like lore and like a through line story, I think that's when it becomes kind of interesting. I'd like to play Eco at some point. Eco more so than the Last Guardian. The Last Guardian's quite a departure. But yeah. Well, it's a departure in terms of like how connected it is to the story, but they all are kind of quite distantly connected, which is what's kind of cool about trying to piece it all together. Can I climb this actually? Kind of. Ooh. Can I grab that? Ooh. I need to remember if in the original version of this game it had like all of these little like jutting out structures. I doubt it, but I can't be entirely sure just from my memory. What's that noise? Oh, there's a blue lizard. Oh, welcome. Can I kill? Did I kill? Yeah. So blue lizards give you a longer stamina bar, as you saw it extend there. This is gonna be quite a slow playthrough of this. Ooh, Eco, man. So good. Heavily underrated, in my opinion. Ooh, welcome. Well, okay, let me not say underrated. Maybe... I think people talked about it a lot when it came out, and it's pretty critically acclaimed. But with regards to, like, its... like, long-term effects, I think it's severely underrated. Maybe. I don't know. That might just be me. But no one, I feel like no one really talks about Eco. Most people do actually, like, as far as the Fumito Ueda games, they talk about Shadow of the Colossus. Which is so interesting because, to talk about it. Right, salamanders, yeah. Sorry, aggro. They are salamanders. I always just call them lizards, but yeah. I know this like the Blue Point version of this game, which is the one I'm playing. Oh yeah. I will at some point try to do a playthrough of Eco. I've been meaning to. I've actually tried it, but it didn't work out very well because I do have copies of it, but just no real way to play it and stream at the same time. I tried it. I tried doing PlayStation Now, but since it requires you to stream it... Ooh. Yeah, since it requires you to stream it, obviously trying to stream, like download stream and upload stream at the same time, kind of hard on my network, even though I think I have a pretty decent connection. But yeah, it's a little tough. But Eco's really good. Maybe maybe they'll remake that or at least remaster it. Because, I mean, I played it on the PS3 with the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus HD collection, and it was really good. Like, in my opinion, like, Fumito Ueda hasn't directed and made a bad game yet. Like, they're all a little bit different, but I don't know. I think they all stand out in their own way. I guess I should fight this Colossus, huh? This Colossus. I would say, sadly, I still remember most of the like puzzles to solve these guys. God, this is so awesome. Boom. Alright, let me get off of that again. There we go. Come here. There we go. I don't think you can stop me from back here. Oh, I guess I can a little bit. Don't. Like, a part of me, in a different way maybe, this feels just as impressive. I think there is something about the, like, original that, or, yeah, and I didn't even play it on, like, PS2 or anything, I played on the PS3, but even then, it was still kind of an impressive little game. But, it'd be interesting to have played it, like, on the PS2 when it first came out. Yeah, come on. Is there one of, I forget where there's another one. I think it's on its side, which is actually kind of hard to get. We'll see. Oh, come on. Ugh. I think that's it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. Ugh. Alright, where's your... Is it on this side? I think it is on this side. Ooh, there we go. Oh. Yeah, the loading screen is really cool. Um, Definitely, like, even though, yeah, no, it's like, I like how you can, well, the way I interpret it is like, it's this girl's, like, you're kind of getting a, I don't know if you'd say spirit or whatever, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Devatar? Just getting started here. You know, one thing I guess I kind of do appreciate about the Blue Point remake is, in some ways, it feels aesthetically kind of connected to The Last Guardian. I think that's, don't get me wrong, like, because I think overall it retains, what's this one again? It's over there, okay. It still retains a good deal of the look of the original, I would say. I do have like some minor critiques about the like overall like, but you know, is this one of those things where I kind of wish they gave an option to have the original graphics. That's like one of the little things, you know, that would be nice to have as an option, but I don't know. I guess you can't have everything, right? But it would have been nice to also just be able to have the original assets. Love that. Being able to see the Colossi there. Kind of want to... I'm going to go down there, actually. I don't know if you guys have seen Death Stranding. But I remember when like the trailers for Death Stranding came out, I was getting big Shadow of the Colossus vibes, which for me bodes well. I think I don't know about everyone else. I am not playing in 4K. No. It's a very good looking game. And ironically, you're seeing like I believe a 720p stream at that. It's a very crisp game. Looks really really good. Holds up amazingly. Gosh, I wish, you know, I have, once I go back to the States and I can, wow, this is, cool. Whoa. Oh, no, no, no. Right, you can refight the bosses when you come over here. That's really nice. Wow. Also, wait, actually, Mr. Happy, you said you saw a full playthrough of this. Don't say anything in the chat because I don't think Davatar knows much about this game. But look at the animation for like when you walk in the waves. Like, you can't really see them, but yeah, you kind of see it there. Can I put the I feel like it's a really nice little detail. So one thing, actually, so this is like a fun little topic because I read. Can you go out there? I don't think you can. You could try them. How far do you go in, Agri? Okay, not deep at all. Wait, can you actually swim down here? Whoa. No, okay. Today I read an article. This looks interesting. Whoa. Is that red light always there? Just when it's like really amplified? That's cool. So I was reading an article, sorry, I was getting sidetracked, about how the original Assassin's Creed game, like all of those side objectives and little side like things like collecting all the flags and the Templars, those weren't originally in the game. There was like there's a couple articles about it based on some tweets from one of the original developers who said that, yeah, originally they weren't going to have those little side things, but they submitted the game, and then the CEO's son played it and was like, this is boring. So they were like, oh yeah, you guys need to add more stuff because we don't want people to think it's boring. And then, yeah, I know. Yeah, right? And no, tell me why, like I was reading about it, they had literally, no joke, 5 days. 5 days to add all of that stuff in. Isn't that just ridiculous? And what I think is even more, I guess, interesting is you look at Assassin's Creed now, and not just now, but like I'm talking even from 2 and on. You know, they're kind of seen as the beginning of the whole. Here's an open world area, but like here's all these little side quests and little objectives you can do, and it's just crazy to think that like most games now. Yeah, it probably does like trash. But you think of like what open world games generally are now, and they kind of follow that first formula. Don't get me wrong, like obviously like GTA is like probably the OG open world sandbox, but I think a lot of those like predominant side quest stuff, I feel like it was Assassin's Creed that did a lot of that stuff first. Or not first, but like it was definitely the one that it was successful and people were like, oh yeah, we could do that too. Not that fruit is very important, because not like health is very important in this game. But I'm not even gonna try to collect all of them, but I'm just gonna do it whenever I see like a tree or something nearby. But I actually think it's Assassin's Creed is kind of an interesting game to think about with relationship to Shadow of the Colossus, because in terms of open world design, a part of me actually prefers this, like what Shadow of the Colossus does with its open world, than I guess what most other ones do. Because I actually still think this game is, ooh, this game is really unique actually, in I guess how it handles its open world, because it's not. I'd say more than anything, it's just a different way of doing it. But I kind of feel this game uses its world to great effect. This is Shadow of the Colossus. We will get eco up at some point, somehow. Yeah, no, yeah. It's Shadow. It's Shadow. Wait, it still says eco? Hold up. I thought I changed it. Let me... Why does it... Oh my gosh, I swear I updated it. I'm doing that now. Just so no one's confused. I'm pressing update like a million times, hoping that it actually does it. We'll see. I changed it to Shadow of the Colossus slow run. Because really this game can be completed quite quickly. I think I got all the fruit here. Wait, do you hear that? I heard maybe a lizard? Oh, a salamander. Yeah, this is a normal one though. We'll let him live. You can actually see these in The Last Guardian as well. Is it just a normal one? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. It's pauser. Or it's feet. I'm kind of curious, do you guys hear any background noise? Like, aka the PS4 fan? Because my setup right now is super, like, it's kind of ridiculous, but I think it works for isolating the PS4 so that I can still play and not have to worry about it kind of clogging up the audio, which it was doing in some of the other videos. There are kind of reflections. Okay. That's good. At the very least, it won't be distracting. That's true, this game does have a good amount of ambient wind. I'll get back into my spiel about Assassin's Creed after this Colossi. Come on, buddy. Yeah, the music for both Eco and Shadow of the Colossus are just really, really unique sounding. Kind of mystical in its own way. This ocean is scary. Or this pond? Lake? Is it a lake? I don't know. Wow, some really, like, the sound effects. He sounds dripping wet. That's cool. Like especially his feet. Like his feet sounded like they were splashing out water with each step. That was nice. Oh man, it's been hot all day. I cranked down my AC for a little bit, just so I can cool down the house. Yeah, no, everyone here uses Celsius, so I've been trying to switch. I would say like 20, 28, 29 degrees Celsius. I think it's gonna be, oh, fuck me. Oh yeah, no, I've been muting myself for most cutscenes and things like that, so just be aware if you do respond. You feel free to like write things. It's a shame I can't do anything about the pop-up that comes up. I like looked into it. There's just nothing you can do. Feels like a big oversight on Sony's part with their whole integrated oh man, no, it was terribly hot. But like, yeah, with their integrated stuff. Streaming. Yeah. I feel, because you can have like a whole border with a camera and all that. I'm glad you can disable that, especially if you don't have a camera. But even the pop-ups actually really helpful for me, because like sometimes I won't be looking at my phone for a little bit, so I won't notice when people are commenting. So it's a nice little warning, but as you can imagine, it'd be nice to be able to disable it for certain scenes. But yeah, it happens. But keep going, it's fine, yeah. And yeah, no, it's been hot, man. Classrooms today, so like my first years and second years, I don't know which. I guess they're on like the southern face of the building. So, like it's kind of cooler on that side. But my third years, they're just right in the direction of the sun, and like they're just cooking, dude. It's really, I feel sorry for them. They're just sitting in those rooms all day. I broke a little bit of a sweat coming back home from work biking, which isn't bad. I could use it since I've been inside like this whole time. Ooh, this is cool. Stuck in there for a minute. Ooh. Oh, oh gosh. Right. Alright, yeah. I mean, he's walking on nubs over here. Can you blame him? Is he gonna hit the thing or no? No. Oh god. I need to get him off of that. Oh my god, it's so fucking cool, man. I feel like he's far enough. Maybe? No, he's not. He's not even remotely far enough. We'll try though. Okay, I can really do it. Ooh! Yeah, that looks rough, not gonna lie. This guy's actually kind of tough. Like his sweet spots are kind of... No! I was holding right trigger, or right R1, I mean. Oh. Hold on, no. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh. Fuck. But stop that. Ooh. There we go. Come on. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Ooh. Oh man. Alright. There's really a lot to say about this game now. Okay, we got this. Oh! How can I do this from here? I think I have to jump on his left. Ooh. No, okay. Oh gosh. I feel like I want to save this one for last, honestly. Let's get the easy ones first. Come on. Actually, no, since I'm here. No! Sorry, that was really loud. Holy shit! All right, no, we gotta climb up. Okay. Oh god. Yeah. The lesson in posture here. Okay. Oh! This is a bad spot to be holding on to. I feel like the color. Come here, buddy. Come on. No! Come on, get a grip, dude. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be trying to get... Okay. Good. Oh gosh. I forget exactly what you're supposed to do to like... Oh gosh, get off of me. Oh. Ah, come on. There we go. Whoa. Alright. Let me just... Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's the big one. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. That's... Oh! I really shouldn't have done that. Come on. Oh, clean strats. Alright. Can I do the arm thing again? No, I can't! Oh, why'd I do that? Fuck. Oh, okay. That's alright, we just gotta get to that arm again, I believe. Oh gosh, this is bad. Oh baby. I'm hopping here. Alright. What am I holding on to? Alright. Okay. Oh wait, I shouldn't be doing this, huh? It's okay. Maybe if I hit his head, he won't move his arm. Possibly? Let me try it. Never mind. The complete opposite. But it might be a little, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Wander. You're... Okay. Come on. I'm gonna need. I'm gonna have to definitely fall again. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't. Come on. Come on. One more. One more. No, come on. Whew. Nice. When I think of like, okay, bro, how in the world are you gonna tell me that's the? No, 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 it's not. That's the third. That's the third. Even then, I feel for the third one, it's quite intense. So yeah, wait. I don't know if you know how the game works, but is it this way? I think it is this way. But essentially, it is just like boss rush the game. It's really cool. Like you have to like. I mean, I don't think it's just good for its time because actually, I feel like every game that has done it since then is definitely inspired by Shadow of the Colossus. This is I actually didn't know this like when I was originally playing it, but this is a pre Monster Hunter world when this game came out. Monster Hunter didn't exist until after this game came out, which is kind of insane to think about. There was no template or anything really for monsters like this. And even then, I'd say the monsters in this operate a bit differently. They're more like puzzles than anything. Gosh. I've seen some like photos that people have made in photo mode, and it's quite impressive. But I mean, this is an aesthetic as fuck game, so I think it's expected to some degree. Man, it's a very simple structure. Just here's an open world. You can explore the open world in between sections of like looking for the Colossi. Pretty. Go down there. I'll eventually. Whoa, that's cool. Gosh. What were one of the many threads I was on about before that boss fight? So, Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. So, kind of connected to what I was just saying though about the boss rush stuff is the open world is just like it's just the breathing time in between each boss battle to kind of figure out what to do, or just kind of not even really to think during those times, just to kind of be able to move around the world in relative peace. Which I think is something that you don't really get in most open worlds. Most open worlds, you have like a ton of objectives and a ton of markers, and always kind of maybe not like aggressively pestering you, but they are always there to kind of guide you along and say, hey, this is where you want to go. Whereas here, the only thing that's really guiding you is the light to the next Colossi. And even that, you have to trigger it yourself. But without that, you're just kind of let loose. And it's really nice. Again, I don't think most... I don't think most games need that. yeah, Navi. On your shoulder all the time. Oh my gosh. I wanted to play Ocarina. Oh, what? Hello? Okay. See, ugh, sorry. This is funny. That like what I just picked up. That's like I'm almost 100% sure that's a remake thing. Like there's a lot more Easter eggs and little things in the game, a lot more little secrets. Sorry, I don't know, I'm very torn because they did some really interesting things with this remake. They've added some Easter eggs and they like things like that lead to even bigger stuff that I know of. But and like to do that, they got like I don't know if you know Nomad of the Colossus, Nomad, but he's done for years now. I think maybe even a decade at this point. He's made videos kind of uncovering little secrets from the original Shadow of the Colossus. A lot of cut content or a lot of like secret areas. They got him on to kind of work on some of the Easter eggs and things like that, which is really cool. And I think that's like a nice fan servicey in the best kind of way. Like I don't mean that negatively. But then I also feel like, again, what was kind of so nice about the original game was it didn't need that stuff. It didn't have any of it. Well, I should say it didn't have any of it. It wasn't designed with any of that, but yet you still had that community rise from it. And I don't know, there's something kind of nice about that natural forming of the community to kind of look for stuff rather than the, you know, very deliberately planted elements that we get here. I don't know. What I'm saying is this game is quiet, and I think the OG more so is like very quiet and muted because you don't have the game. This game looks beautiful, and it has a lot of detail, but I almost want to. No. It doesn't have too much detail, but the other one was very sparse. It was more sparse with detail, so that when you came across something, it kind of really felt special, and I feel like that's a little bit lost in the remake. Just a little bit though, not a big deal. Let's do this Colossi though. I do like the music for this one though. Yeah, I was literally about to comment on the boss design and the boss arena design. This is so good. Also, yeah, this. Oh, oh, little details like that. That's the good. That's the good stuff. I think I'm doing this right. Oh god. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. Ooh. This looks bad. No. I'm gonna break it. Oh, does this one maybe just weaken it at the top? So it's, oh gosh. I think so. Woo. Kind of wailing on him. This is fucked. This spot's done, right? Yeah. Oh. Come not sure if we can actually land on that. So. Oh, come on. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Oh yeah, Davitar, I don't think you were here for the opening cinematic, but we came here to the Forbidden Lands, as they are called, to bring this person, who really, there's no real like explanation of the relationship, sister, friend, anything. We don't know, but we brought her here because she's been sacrificed because she was destined for a bad fate. Yeah. So when we got here, those, you might have noticed those black shadows that hung over me. There was a couple that were there before, like that were here when we first got here. But when we pulled out this sword, which this is a special sword, hence why it reacts to light the way it does by pointing us to where the idols are that we need to go to. But when we used it, when we brought it out and we pointed it, it shined a light, and then this light up here appeared, and said its name is Dorman. It uses a we, and you can kind of hear both a like masculine and feminine voice. So it told us that it is possible to bring back our friend here, but that the cost would be heavy. And that's really it so far as story goes. And We've just been going around killing the Colossi, which the Colossi are connected to these idols. So they're kind of holding, I guess you could say, the energy of these idols. I think this is how it works. But yeah. Also, so like when I do the Colossi, it's going by quite fast because most of them are. It's probably best to think of them more like puzzles, and puzzles that, since I've beaten the game a couple times already, I know the solutions to. It is kind of sad watching the Colossi get rocked, yeah, and there's definitely something to consider. But since I know, like, maybe it'd be more interesting since you haven't played it, I might just, when I go to the boss rooms, tell me what you think I should do. Let's try it for this one at least. Just so it's a little, just so you can at least see, like, see these blue butterflies? That's cool. That's like the last guardian. But yeah, maybe we could try that and see. I'm okay with it taking a little longer because I'm just kind of curious and seeing, because that's more accurately how it would go. It would take a little bit longer. That's cool. Yeah. That's how we came in on that gigantic ass bridge. The opening cutscene is really good. I recommend watching it at some point. Okay, yeah. Looks interesting down there. Okay. Bro, you gonna come back? So wait, yeah, I think you have to put your... Wait, stop, dude. What are you doing? I know there's a way to... No. You can definitely... Bro! Okay. Wait, stop. Are you done? Okay. Can I pet you? I know I can pet you. How do I do it though? I'm pressing circle. There you go. I actually want to say the aggro controls are the best kind of horse controls I've ever experienced. So let me show you what I mean. Other people have talked about it in the past, but I still feel like no game compares. So I'm just tapping X at this point. That's all I'm doing, and moving the camera. I'm not steering aggro at all. This is all on her own. Like, I'm still not doing anything. Ooh, okay. I think now she's gonna get turned around, right? Yeah. I feel like Red Dead is the second best. I feel like Red Dead is also really good with its horse controls. I just find this one a little bit... it feels better. It just feels better. I know, like, I've heard about it being described this way, but I'm not sure if the Fumito Ueda actually described it this way himself. But it's the idea that when you're on aggro, it's not when you get on the horse, you're the horse all of a sudden. It's your character on the horse, and it feels that way, and it's honestly so amazing. But I'm looking for a blue salamander. There they go. There he goes. Stand still. There we go. I feel like a horse would be a lot to maintain though, so I'm not sure if I want one for myself. So these shrines, I feel, are a precursor to those watchtowers or like the high areas, the Eagle's Vision places in Assassin's Creed. Cause check this out. This is what happens when you just get to the top, it just zooms out and you get this really nice view that doesn't really, like, in most instances, it's not very like mechanically important. But just for like, I don't know, when you're out and about exploring, it's really nice. Wait, Breath of the Wild for what? Horse controls? Or just like being on top of things and having like a beautiful view. I actually, okay, I can't say too much because I haven't actually played Breath of the Wild. I'm going to once that Japanese stimulus check hits. But I have heard that like the quietness and the way the open world works, I've heard some comparisons. Isn't it funny though that like I've heard a lot of good things about Breath of the Wild, and just for it to like, I wouldn't say it's ripping off, but let's just say it's kind of taking more cues from an older open world title rather than a newer one. Where did I stop? The one thing I am glad that they like made better is the geometry of the like surrounding lands. Like that just looks freaking awesome. Like I said, I don't care too much for the like all of this little grass, like all the little tufts, the alpha effect or the alpha texture stuff. Like it's cool, but I didn't need it in the original, and I don't think I need it now. That was interesting. This is an interesting sound. Why is it different? This as in the remake or the original Shadow of the Colossus? Because the remake, I believe, is now maybe a year or two old at this point. Still quite new. Like, definitely one of the best looking games on the PS4. The OG, I believe it's either 2006? I believe it's 2006. Oh, damn, we getting fruits. I would say either 05 or 06 from what I recall. It was like one of the last big like exclusives to come out for the PS2 back in the day. PS2 had a lot of classics. That's for sure. What the heck? Oh. I'm just giving us all the health. Dropped one more. I do like being able to climb these trees. You could do that in the OG as well, but yeah, that's nice. Whee. They did change the controls a bit, and I don't mean just like, so I have it. There's modern controls, which is like X to jump, circle to dodge, and stuff like that. Let me like okay. Very small things, very small things. But let me tell you why I prefer triangle to jump. In fact, I prefer it so much in third person like action adventure games. I have triangle set to jump when I play Sekiro. That's how much I like it. Triangle to jump. There's something about it. It just makes sense to me. Especially with this animation. Triangle's a bit out of the way. You're not jumping all the time. I don't know. It works for me. And also, so they changed it to circle to roll. But here's what I like in the OG. The way you rolled was you hold R1 to crouch, and then you press triangle to jump. It's a very simple thing, but it changes it. Like some people might say, "Oh, that's unnecessarily complicated? That why do I need to press a button before the other one?" But I don't know. To me, it's very intuitive to think of a roll as a crouching jump. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to rant. Oh gosh, dude, take it easy. I guess I would just say that I don't think every game needs to control the same to be good. Like I feel most games nowadays they have a very set template for how they're gonna manage things and how they're gonna control things. When it doesn't have to be needlessly complicated or anything. It's just when you change up the controls a little bit from the norm in a way that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like that can add a lot to your game and can make it feel very unique, which is why I think The Last Guardian got a lot of flack for its controls, but I really like the controls because they feel very weighty and very reminiscent of the OG Shadow of the Colossus. That you just don't play games like that feel like that anymore. And I don't know. I think it's nice to play them every once in a while. Not saying, I think if every game tried to reinvent the wheel on how to walk, now that I say it like that, I actually don't think that'd be a bad thing. I think that'd be kind of nice. Some of my favorite games as of late have been ones that kind of redefine walking, in a way. Oh my god, man. So fucking good. Sorry. This game, though. Alright, Davatar. What would you do? True, it is a water level. Disqualified. I would actually say the water levels in this game are pretty good. Okay, let's do that. Not sure if we can get up these, but we'll try. Okay. Doesn't look like we can. Can we climb that way? Can we climb it? I'm actually not sure. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Mm-hmm. The holes, okay. Alright. Call them over. Hold up, let me... Okay, we can't actually aim because we don't have any light. Let me call him over. I don't think he's responding. This is like this is Kino right here, baby. This is I take a screenshot. I know, right? So I should say you see me use it. Cough cough. I do have. So you have 2 weapons this whole game. You can't get any more except for like upgrades and stuff like that. You got a bow and arrow. You got your fist. You got your sword. Let's find out. So if I do, you said get its attention and then hide. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh no, oh my gosh. Nasta having the blue spot, okay. Oh no! Oh, oh my god. Oh wait, there's another one? Oh shit. Ugh. Oh no, I shouldn't have jumped. Woo! Alright. Sorry, that was so fucking cool, man. Good call, good call. That fall too is probably one of the scarier things. I would actually say this Colossus is terrifying. It's actually really freaking scary. Let's shoot him again. I don't think I hit. Is he gonna come just on his own anyways? I think he is. Wait, I think I'm too far. When that flip happens, man, it's so... I think this one might be too far. I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's too... I gotta go on the second one. Twilight Princess vibes. Actually, yeah, no, I think they might have came out around the same year. Oh! Whoa! Oh, dude, he hit the hell out of me. I'm gonna die. Holy crap, he said, you want more? No? Leave me alone, dude. This is interesting. I think if you crouch, you heal faster. Yeah, okay. Looks like it. Interesting sound effect. I actually don't remember what the sound effect was for that. Jesus, he almost killed me. Okay, I'm glad it stopped though. I jumped a little too late. That was cool though. Ugh. Oh, it's so cool. I need to... Whew. Let's go. Oh my god, my man said we're just gonna keep flapping. Come on. This should be the... I think this is the last one. For sure. Okay, the tentacles in this are terrifying.
was the whole Omura Ira, only Kuro.
Actually, so I might have been too far, but God, scared the hell out of me, dude. I don't know. It might be different. It might work differently in this one, but in the original game, those tendrils would hit you from the water. So, like, they come after you from the lake, and you couldn't see them. So you just never know when they'd be coming. Nice. I'm not sure about. Yeah. I'm not sure about Wander's face. If you Google how he looked in the original, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I like the remake Wander too much. I love that Colossi, by the way. That's one of the like, oh, that one's just amazing. All right, heading this way. Oh man, I think we're about to go through one of the probably one of the most pretty areas. When the remake first came out, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna buy it. Like, yeah, I wasn't. I was like, I have the original. Like, I like it. It's fine, you know. Then I saw this part. Ooh, yeah, man, do some Japanese studying. No, definitely not. I actually might stop after this next Colossi. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I might even just get to it, to be honest, and then stop, but we'll see. Okay. It's right here, anyways. Come on. Like, I feel like this is one of the areas that they put a lot of time into. Maybe I'm just a sucker for forests in video games, but man. Yeah. And then over here. Got all this. No, wait, I gotta go back. The sound effects. I'm playing with headphones right now, and man, it's something. Yeah, there's a shrine here. Like when last gen or when the next gen was gonna come out, this was the like. This is how I thought next gen games would look, like this. Fucking. Oh, so sexy. No, there's a blue one. There's always a blue salamander at the shrines. Just need to find him. Where you at? There he goes. Did I cut him? Whoa, he's climbing the tree? What? I didn't know they did that. Crap. No. Oh! Sorry, I went into camera mode. Come here. There we go. Oh, just missed it. Yeah. Or you could just close your eyes. Ugh, you can almost smell it. That's good. Can I jump on aggro from here? Oh, we tried. I'm gonna save here while I'm at it. I do like that saving. Like, originally it used to bring up like a menu. The menu was nice too, but I don't know. It's a cool little effect. But yeah. Yeah, no, I love this game. Both the original and the remake is obviously really, it's a really good way to go through it again, I think. There's a fruit tree over here. But alright, Davatar. Gotta study that Japanese, you know? Ooh! There's another one. Hope that's been going well. Did I actually cut it? Wow. Is that it? I think so. Did they fall all the way down? I think they might. They just fall down there. But I think it's staying on it for the next few weeks before the test will be good. Oh, are you taking the N1? Ooh, yeah, about that. It's been going very, very slowly, but yeah, I've done a little bit of studying since. I gotta do more though. I might like once I was just at home, I wasn't really doing much of anything, which is a shame. But maybe I'll pick back up now that I'm going to school again. Yo, man, you got it. You're good. You're good. You proficient and shit. I'm not fucking. I said like some very simple sentences in class today because they asked me like, "Oh, what did you do during the vacation?" And I just like remembered some stuff, and they were like, "Whoa, nice." But no, dude. But let me know how the test goes, man. Shit, if you get N1, it'll definitely be useful when we're trying to go to the concert. If that, hopefully that happens. Hopefully the second win doesn't come until later. Ooh, this is also pretty. Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably stream tomorrow. It's definitely nice to play video games after work now, so I'll definitely do it. No, if you get N1, drinks are on me, because you worked your ass off to do that. That sounds good, though. Provided we just drink, like, I can get a bottle of whiskey. But alright, man, take care. Have a good night. Yeah, peace. Oh, this is so good. Rich malts only, okay. Ooh, man, it's getting stuck. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I did get it. Magic. Whoa. Get a grip. Is there more on this side that I'm not seeing? Maybe. Oh! Sorry. That was a bigger fall than I was ready for. I actually forget which Colossi is next, aka which one I'm going to right now. Can I even... Oh, I can. Oh, well, I seem to be going the right way. Why doesn't it... It used to vibrate when, like, you were fully focused. I don't know why it's not doing that anymore. But, oh well. I should ask how the game looks, if it looks too bright or not. Because normally when I remember back in the day I used to have my brightness cranked to 10, always. Ugh, ugly, so gross. If you do that, no judgment, I just highly recommend that you try to play games without max brightness. And just look at how much better your games look when you play like that. I had like this really bad habit where I would just crank up the brightness. I don't know why. Looking back on it, it's so cringe. For me. And then my brother still does it. And I'm like... Then like the game looks so washed out. That's what I'm worried about, really, is that I don't know how the game looks for y'all. I hope it looks okay. It looks pretty nice for me. I think it's like calibrated pretty well. Guess I'll find out on stream though. Oh man. Yeah. It's not this one yet. Not the one over here. The one over here though, that's a good one. Ooh, another shrine. You know, the cool thing about remakes, in a way, I've quite mixed feelings about remakes, but generally I think there's, so long as the original is easily accessible and people can play it, I don't think remakes are the end of the world. I would rather they make something original, but it's not a big deal. That said, though, like, I guess the idea is like of remaking a game, and when you keep, oh, what the hell? What the? Oh, I just like crashed into a wall. Where you keep most of the original intact, because like this one is fundamentally the same game, just tweaked. And I think the benefit of that is you really should be getting a very polished game in theory. It doesn't always happen. Actually, a lot of times it doesn't happen. But there can be a benefit. It's like you make a great game better, especially when something like Resident Evil Remake, if you can get the original team, or at least members of the original team, key members, it can really make a difference. I think I have. I'm sorry, I'm gonna check. What's the motion blur at? It's kind of. Okay. Yeah, sure. Looks. I feel like this game benefits with a little bit more motion blur. Like if you're panning slowly. Pretty sure it's in that shrine, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this will probably be the last Colossi for the night. Been going for about 2 hours. I feel like it's a good stopping point. This is a regular one, right? At this rate, though, I'll be done with this game in about 2 or 3 sittings, which makes sense. I think it's just because I'm wearing headphones, but like, I feel like there's way more geckos than I remember. Or salamanders. Yeah. Salamanders, geckos. I'm not even calling them lizards anymore. Just every other animal. Oh, really? What is that? Wow. I'm just now hearing it. You might have already noticed, but the little things on his back, there's like a sound effect for them clinging. That's cool. I do remember this Colossi now that I'm in the arena. Okay, these flames not sounding that good, to be honest. Whoa. Oh, it's because you're supposed to just go over there. that's so cool. I don't know why I've never really picked up on that. Whoa. Oh! Holy crap. Oh! Oh, you gotta get up. Oh, get up. I just kept running forward, actually. Ooh. Oh! Sorry. That actually scared the hell out of me. Holy fuck. Oh. Jesus, this guy's aggressive. Oh, the lighting here though? Holy crap. Hello, camera? Thank you. I don't want to go to that tower in the middle though. I think that's like the red herring you're like supposed to be. That's where you want to go. Come here. Yeah. Woo. Wow. Jesus. Whoa. Just on it. Oh, he's done. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go down there, aren't we? That's it, yeah. Oh, crap. Wow, the lighting right now is very impressive. Woo. Is the other one on his arm? That's a tough one. Oh! Good for that. Oh no! Woo! Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get over there. No! Woo! I think. Is this also doable? I don't think it is. Chill, dude. Can I? Can I not? I don't think I can. Fuck. I think we do have to get his ham or something. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Let's get the sword out. I wish the hand. Oh wow. Okay. So we do have to get there. Is that the last one, or is it also his other hand? It looks like that's the last one. Okay, I'm getting back in. I'm getting back in. Oh. Yeah, I wish the music didn't stop. Like, I wish it kept it once he fell. Come here. Oh, I'm not gonna reach it. What the hell? Oh, there he goes. Oh my god, come on. Oh, stop throwing me around. Okay, oh yeah, he's definitely lost that. I feel like that'd be a really cool Colossi for next time to start on. But am I already 1, 2, 3, 1, 2? Wow, I am 6 Colossi in. That is a third of them. Yeah, at this rate, I will be done pretty fast. But that's okay. Still looking normal. No. This one is a little bit, yeah. Okay, well. Now it's kind of vibrating. Interesting. The effects on those are pretty damn cool, actually. That's really nice. Well, maybe a little more extra than how they were originally, but ooh, the wind physics. The wind physics. The wind's blowing this way. This way. Wow. I really don't like his face, I'll be honest. But wind physics, I'm a fan. I'm just stab into the floor, right? Yeah. Ooh. That must actually hurt to do a little bit. Before I hop off, I know you. I forget the controls for it, but I know you could do some tricks on aggro. I forget if you need to. Is it? Which button is it? Nope. Hey, come back. Circle or something? Circle?
Yeah!
No. How is he? There. Oh. Okay, wait, that's kind of cool. There's another way to do. Like, how do you do it? Okay, wait. There you go. Okay, wait. How did I do that? I think it's just you push forward. Like, yeah, and these are just... Ah! You just never have to actually do this in game. And you can go the whole game. So badass, though. Come on, go forward. Faster. Yeah. That looks fucking awesome. Can you do other things? Okay. I think you can, you know, if you... Alright. That's still really cool. Yeah, okay, you can't do that. Alright. Just a little bit of messing around. I'm saving. That'll be it for the night. Pet her. Pet her. Is that like the only spot you can pet her in? No. I feel like just maybe gotta be... Oh god. Physics are kind of wonky there, I see. How did I do that? How did I do that? Interesting. Interesting physics. Okay. Alright. I think that'll be it for the night. Wow. I feel like I'm like well, I forgot. I'll be able to see it when I look at the stream later on, but I feel like I'm progressing much faster than my last slow run, but that's okay. It happens. But alright. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Peace.